What you are about to hear is highly classified.
And welcome back to Zone 4, everybody. Brant Fowler, aka the Gonzogoose, back with you with another review. This time, another Marvel Now review, Superior Spider-Man #1. And I'm going to keep this one kind of short because I'm really short on time this week, but I do want to get some more stuff up on the channel because I've been promising it and it's been kind of empty for a week or two, so definitely want to give you something up there. So, Superior Spider-Man, I talked about before how I was very hesitant to get back into Amazing Spider-Man after not being impressed with Slott's early work on the title, and I just never went back after he completely took over and was the main writer for the series, and I was just like, I didn't enjoy what he did when they were switching teams every 3 or 4 issues, so I wasn't really looking forward to his run on the book, but I did check out issues 698 through 700 and the Avenging Spider-Man tie-in, that whole last story arc of the series, and I was very surprised that I really enjoyed it. So I went into Superior Spider-Man feeling good about it, and I was, again, pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed the issue. Now, I know a lot of people are not fans of what they've done to Peter Parker, and there are a lot of people that have actually sworn off Marvel Comics until Peter Parker is Spider-Man once again. I don't really get that mentality. I don't, because it's comics. Of course he's going to be back. He's Marvel's main character. He's their Superman, It's Spider-Man, come on. He's going to be back. So just calm down, people. It's not that big a deal. Things like this have happened before. Ben Riley. So yeah, this first issue, of course, was the first full issue of Doc Ock, Otto Octavius, in Peter Parker's body, being Spider-Man. And in this particular issue, I'm not going to go into a full in-depth review. If you want to check out a really great in-depth review, go over to Mike Spiderslayer on YouTube. Look up, I think he did that one on his Comic Book Corner channel, so check that out. Or he might have done it for Documentary Ink, I don't recall. One of the two. Look up Superior Spider-Man #1, Mike Spiderslayer, for an in-depth review, spoilers and all. I am going to spoil a little bit, but I'm just not going to go as in-depth as that. So this is mainly just kind of an overview to let you know what the series is like, what the story was about and everything. So in this particular issue, Doc Ock / Peter Parker squares off against the new Sinister Six, which includes, if I can remember them all, the Living Brain, Boomerang, Shocker, some dude in a wheel, Overdrive, I think it was his name, and I'm blanking on who the other two were. Speed Demon and somebody else. The Beetle, the new Beetle, a female Beetle. That's who it was. So this is the new Sinister Six, and they're robbing a bank, and he's like, "Really? They're taking over my thing? I'm gonna show them, this and that." But I'm getting ahead of myself because that kind of happens after the beginning of the issue, which was Peter Parker / Otto standing at the grave of himself, Otto Octavius, and saying, "From this point on, I'm not Otto Octavius. I am Peter Parker. I am Spider-Man." And then he goes on. So he encounters the Sinister Six. And of course, he's talking trash to them. He's more vicious and vile than of course, we're used to with Peter Parker, because it is Otto. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And then he just says, "Forget this. I'm done with this." And he leaves. And they're like, "You're leaving? What are you doing?" So he leaves and lets them go, which of course is very un-Spider-Man-like. But in the process, he did release those talons on his hands, and he scratched one of them. Turns out he was embedding these devices in them so he could hear what they were saying when they were alone. So he goes out to dinner with Mary Jane, and he's got the earpiece in, and Mary Jane is just, she's oblivious that he's different, which is really odd. And the whole time he's staring at her chest, he's not even paying attention to anything she's saying, and he's also listening in on the Sinister Six. So he finds out where their next job is, and he sets out to take them out this time. And he's like, I gotta leave, gotta go. So he goes and encounters them again, and he's being his same self. But long story short, towards the end, and this is where the spoiler comes in, so if you want to fast forward a minute or two, go ahead. So spoiler is, as he's fighting and everything, there's this cop that's about to get hurt, and he dives in front of the cop and saves him. Then he's about to kill somebody, he's about to beat the crap out of somebody, and something grabs his hand, stays his hand. Then we pan out, and it's Peter Parker in like ghost form or astral form or something, and he says, you can't hear me, you can't see me, but I'm not going to let you hurt people, and I will find a way back. So right there in the very first issue, which surprised me, right there in the first issue, they gave you the out. Peter Parker is on the way back. He's going to be present throughout the series. And, I thought they were going to wait at least 2 or 3 issues before they pulled that card. They were going to make us sweat it out. But they were like, no. We're going to ease your mind. Peter Parker is here. He's coming back. Don't worry. This is just a really cool story. So that's how we leave things. And this issue was fantastic. I mean, seeing Peter act like Otto is very interesting, and seeing Peter in the background now. The only negative part about it is Mary Jane just seems like a complete idiot. She has no idea what's going on. She is actually seeming more attracted to Peter as Otto, which is kind of scary. So I don't know what's up with that, what's up there. But overall, I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5. And the only negative is because I think they're playing up the dumbness of Mary Jane a little bit too much. But aside from that, I gotta say, Slott, you've impressed me. You've won me over with this particular series. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes, and I'm digging Spider-Man once again. And that's what matters, because he's my favorite character, and I love being able to enjoy a story, even if Peter is not in that role at the moment. It's actually encouraged me to check out some of the older Amazing Spider-Man issues that I missed out on. So I called that a win-win. 4.5 out of 5. That's going to do it for this Marvel Now #1 review. I'll be back shortly with more reviews. Over the next couple weeks, I'm really busy, so I don't know how many reviews I'm going to be able to get up here on Zone 4. I'll still be doing my weekly reviews over on Dark Avenger Inc., which, this week I'll be doing Archer and Armstrong #6 from Aspen, or not from Aspen, from Valiant. From Valiant, and maybe a couple others depending on time. And of course I'll do the Fringe finale review over there, so check that out. Check out the 200th episode of Zone 4, which is on the channel now. And speaking of channels, Comic Related has a new YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/user/thecomicrelated. So check that out. There's not much up there, just a trailer of the, speaking of Spider-Man, the new Ultimate Spider-Man Season 2 animated series. So check that out. Check out all the other reviews. If you haven't yet, check out Dark Avenger Inc. and Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. And give us all a like on Facebook. And that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching.
Swinging on a little thread, shooting spider webs from his hands. On the streets of New York City, he steps out to make a stand. He's Spider-Man.
This has been a Gonzogoose production.